Well, we broke the news a little while ago that Ben Johnson was going to stay in Detroit. It was unfinished business. Now, we've known for quite some time that Ben Johnson was a head coaching candidate and that Aaron Glenn was on that list too. He was voted like something through the NFLPA, which matters, I guess, but when it comes to respect, but does respect translate into talent or ability? I don't know. But this is quite the turn of events that I didn't see coming. And I was wondering if we got the news that Ben Johnson was staying, does that mean that Aaron Glenn was going to stay? Now, y'all know how I feel about AG. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Now, for one reason or another, the Detroit Lions allowed 27 unanswered points. You can put it on Jahmyr Gibbs' fumble. You can't put it on Jared Goff where he missed a pass or two. You can't put it on, you could put it on it was something else. It was the fourth down conversions. You can put it on a lot of things, but no matter what you put it on, okay, and I've been telling you guys this all year long, okay, that the defense has to make stops. There are two different sides of the ball. Now, you could be like, well, the offense needs to give the defense a break. That's true. Your defense can't get worn out. All right. But the defense consistently 3rd down and 19, letting Brock Purdy escape. It's been the one consistent all year long. This is what I loved going into this game, is that the Detroit Lions were allowing all of these points and all of these yards, but we were still winning. And we finally lost. In the biggest game of the season, we finally lost. And you can put it on whatever you want to. Okay. I've calmed down now, but I was wondering about this. Check this out. This is coming from Adam Schefter just 30 minutes ago. Says Commanders officials were en route to Detroit for a meeting with Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn when they got word that Johnson was staying with the Lions per source. Well, that means that they got that, they must pay for that Wi-Fi because you don't get that type of information, but they on private jets. So, of course, while the abrupt pivot by Johnson was considered surprising by several league sources, he was not considered a lock for the Commander's job, no matter what Boomer Esiason said, despite his strong reputation as a coordinator and a loyal coach. This is the key. The Commander's leadership team remains eager to meet with the respected Glenn, who is one of several candidates the team is expected to consider for its head coaching vacancy. Oh, yeah. Well. The Commanders just might take AG off our hands. Now, I am going to be the minority here, but that's okay because I do not care. I appreciate you guys, but I don't care. I have told you along every video that I make almost, I would rather us win and me look like Boo Boo the Fool than be right and we lose. Aaron Glenn is not that guy. How many chances do we continue to give him? Dan Campbell has already said that talent alone is not going to get you on this team, that no level of talent is going to come in and disrupt what they've built. So if you're talking about the Detroit Lions getting talent to help out Aaron Glenn, you are mistaken because Aaron Glenn, that's not what the Detroit Lions are after. There's what more can we do? So if Aaron Glenn is not going to have top tier, if he's going to be playing, if he's going to have grit warriors to work with, then that means it has to be about scheme. And I'm sorry, but you cannot allow 27 unanswered points. The defense is still the defense no matter what the offense does. It really is. I am done with Aaron Glenn. I've been done with him for a while. Talent or not, I'm just done. I hope he gets this job. I hope he is gone because he needs to be. It's time for a change. And I'll keep going back to this, right? The season is now over. I'm going to say that we ranked maybe 20-something in total defense. Maybe upper to mid, meaning lower 20s, like 22, 23, maybe to 26. Our defense was ranked over the past couple years, I want to say last in the league, year 1, 28 year 2, and maybe 24 or 25 this year. So that might be enough for y'all to be convinced that Aaron Glenn is the guy. But like I said, a leopard can't change his spots. Y'all think it might be talent related. And we're not. Dan Campbell said yesterday that talent is not going to get you on this team. That there's no, quote, no level of talent, end quote, that can bring you on this team to disrupt it. So that means that Aaron Glenn will not necessarily have more talented players to work with. And listen, I'm not going to apologize. I'm done apologizing for who I am and who how I make my content. I am a bit chippy. I'm chippy, man. We should not be even having this conversation. We should be in the Super Bowl. There's a lot of blame to go around. The players aren't going to blame each other. There's a lot of blame. Dan Campbell, questionable decisions. Josh Reynolds dropping passes, allowing 27 points. Some Ben Johnson in his play calling. Why do you not keep running David Montgomery, who was smoking them? It was a true tale of two halves. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's just, I'm done. I'm not going to apologize for how I feel. We blew it. And we should not be talking about this right now. Sick to death, though. We should not be talking about this. But Aaron Glenn. So that means that they still made the trip. And now as they wave to Ben Johnson or roll their eyes at him, they're going to talk to his homie. And I hope that they take this guy. Please take him. So that's my thoughts, man. Let me know yours in the comments below. Again, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on a push to 19,000 and trying to get to 20,000 by the Super Bowl when the old Detroit Lion behind me will be gifted to a subscriber. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. I hope he takes the job. But isn't that a trip? Because you'll have like the same kind of coach. You have Ron Rivera and then you have Aaron Glenn, both kind of stoic, very few words. The only thing I know is Aaron Glenn, I'm sure, will know that he's been eliminated from playoff contention. So let me know if you get that reference. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.